Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share some interesting things that I've been learning lately. What should you do if something in the outer reality bothers you? What should you do if you are triggered or angry about a person, a situation, or an event out there? One of the things that I'm learning is whatever it is that's happening to you, around you, it's really for your benefit. Anything that happens in the simulation is for your benefit. So when you have that idea, when you incorporate that in your being, you start to realize that it is true. Anything that's happening on the outside that is triggering you, it's not about them, it's about you. Let me give you one example. Today, I went to the gym. I go to the gym about 5 times a week. So there's a couple of guys there that annoy the hell out of me. And what they do is, one guy doesn't use a belt, but he put all his clothes on there, his jacket, all of his things on the bench, but he never uses it. So that bench is not available for other people to use because they think somebody else is using it. But I'm aware that it belongs to this guy who goes to the other parts of the gym, and it bothers the hell out of me. And then there's another guy who hawks the dumbbells. When he's working out, he collects double dumbbells, and he's not using them all. He's using only one at a time, and that makes some of the dumbbells unavailable. And I used to let that bother me. But when I realized that those were behaviors in the simulation that were triggering me, I realized that what I needed to do was to go within and to be of the mindset that nothing bothers me in the simulation. Everything that happens for my benefit. And one of those benefits is to go within and find out what's going on within you, because whatever's happening out there, if it triggers you, it is a reflection of what's going on inside you. So today, this one guy was, using the bench. I mean, he wasn't using it, but he was throwing all of his clothes and water bottle on it. And I realized it was an invitation from the simulation to recognize that I was being triggered. So what I did was I stopped, and instead of allowing myself to be angry or frustrated, I closed my eyes and I said to myself that this was not going to influence me. This too shall pass. And when you do that, the outer reality, the outer simulation has no choice but to respond back to you or reflect it back to you. And would you know that guy, after I did that, he gathered all of his belongings and he left. This is what happens when you go within and you take control of your emotions and what's going on within you. Because you have to remember that everything that happens around you is a projection of what's going on inside. So you might as well change from the inside out. When you do that, you are taking control of your reality. And you are changing the world to match your desires by going within. You can't control people. You can't control events. You can't control what's out there. But you can control what's going on inside. And I can guarantee you, the more you practice that, the more you become conscious and awake, the more calm you will become. So, as I was mentioning, I sat on the bench while this guy was next to me. And I just said to myself that this had no influence over me. And that I was going to change my state of consciousness to be peace. And so I closed my eyes and I said the word, I am peace. I am love. And then I went back to working out. And it wasn't long before this guy left. This is how we become more conscious of what is going on within us. Because remember, the stimulation is a reflection of what's going on inside. Try that and follow me.